For the visitors, Stella Moore, Lola Vercioni, Kiera Fitzpatrick, Pam Chantler, Maeve Anastasia, Karis Colby, Paige Caro, Ella Palanza, Lana DeSangro, Tessa Johnson, Sophie Klang, and Maddie Boyle. Mansfield is led by first-year head coach Katie Garvin. And for the Panthers, number 2, Gabby Consigli. Number 3, Maeve Grasso. Number 4, Julia Flynn. Number 5, Morgan Lovell. Number 9, Liza Kudish. Number 11, Sophia Sacchetti. Number 14, Hannah Blomsteiner. Number 20, Callie Joyce. Number 21, Nora McCallum. Number 22, Vera Hansen. Number 23, Maisie Streisman. Number 24, Kendall Moan. Thank you, youth players, for a great tunnel. We hope everyone has a great game. No anthem. Let's get right to it.
Franklin TV Sports presents Franklin High School Girls Lacrosse. Today, on a 69-degree cloudy day in Franklin, the homestanding Franklin High Panthers, with a record of 9-7, take on the Hornets of Mansfield. Their rivals in the Hockomock League, the Hornets, come to town with a record of 8-5. Hi, neighbors, and welcome to our telecast. I'm Pete Royce. Working alongside, producing and directing the game is Meredith Robertson. Yes, 2 foes from the Hockomock League will meet up here today on the Pacitti Stadium turf. Franklin against Mansfield. Now, Franklin plays in Division 1. Mansfield, a little smaller school, plays in Division 2. Both teams, though, in the Hockomock have outstanding records. How about Franklin? They're perfect in the Hawk. 9 wins and no losses. For the Hornets, right behind, but again, in a smaller school, 8 wins and 2 losses. Franklin has been winning and losing lately. They have split their last 4 games, and for the Hornets, they've won 4 out of their last 5. The Franklin High Panthers, of course, coached by Kristen Igo Garino. I spoke to her just a little while ago and asked her about the opposition tonight, and she says they're good, but they're beatable. So Franklin is hoping for a win and move on and get their 10th win of the season. Mansfield is coached by a new coach, fresh out of college, Katie Garvin. She just graduated last May from Endicott College, where she played lacrosse. And so this is her first year as the head coach of the Hornets of Mansfield. We'll give you the starting lineups as we go along. The officials for today are Allison Smith and Gary Slickman, and they've never worked together as far as Allison could remember, so they were introduced to each other before the game. Franklin in the home white, and the Hornets, of course, in the green and gold, going from right to left across your screen. Actually, green and white. So the official is right there, Gary Slickman. He has the ball all set up in the pockets. And we're ready to start the first of 4 12-minute periods. The ball is controlled by the Panthers. And they'll take it up on the right out on the right. This is Julia Flynn, and a whistle and a violation here against Franklin. Might have been an offside, and it's going to be put in play by the Hornets. Give you their starting roster as we can. With it now is Stella Moore. She's a senior. In goal for the Panthers is Maisie Streisman. Hornets taking it around, their first offensive possession. We are just underway. Cloudy skies, threat of rain, a little drizzle earlier today. Franklin going for the steal, and it's going to be a violation on the Panthers, and the Hornets will control. Two rivals who meet in so many different sports, Mansfield and Franklin. Mansfield working it around, talking to Coach Garvin before the game. She says she feels Franklin will come out strong, but she's had a lot of planning time for this game, so she might have something up her sleeve. And she coaches with Kristen Igo-Garino in the Gold Star program. So they know each other very well. This is Kids Day here at Franklin. The lower grades formed a tunnel for the varsity to come out for their pregame introductions. It was very nice. I believe 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders were on the field. Kristen Igo-Garino was very pleased with that. Long possession here for the Hornets. They take it down behind the net. Ball is on the turf. Franklin can't get the steal. And now it's loose, still loose on the turf. Hit around and controlled there nicely by the Panthers. With it for Franklin on the steal was Hannah Blogesteiner. The rest of the starting lineup for Mansfield, Cami Chandler, Kira Fitzpatrick. In goal is Lana DeSangro, she's a sophomore. Karis Colby, a junior. Lola Verrecchione, a senior. Maeve Anastasia, a senior. Tessa Johnson, a sophomore. Ella Palanza, a junior. Stella Moore, we mentioned, a senior. Paige Careau, a junior. Sophie Klang, a freshman. And Maddie Boyle, a freshman. This is Franklin with its first solid possession, and they take it behind the net. Katie Ryan with it. This is Erin Peterson. Now to Julia Flynn. Vera Hansen with the ball now, is trying to make her move in. They go baseline to Gabby Consigli. Around the horn we go. Franklin on offense here in the white and light blue numerals and light blue trim. Flynn dishes it, coming through. The shot there. The save on a good blast by Sacchetti. And a nice save by the Hornets, and they take it back the other way. No score, just underway here from Piscini Stadium. Taking it back is Ella Palanza, the junior defender midfielder, and she whips it out to Karis Colby. This is Colby. Now it's up to Lola Verrecchione. Lola carrying it through. In front, the shot there and the goal. A quick start for the Hornets, and pumping it home was Stella Moore. Moore opens it up. First period. Mansfield scores first. Stella Moore gets the goal for the Hornets at 8:02, so almost 4 minutes into the game. It's 1-0 Mansfield. Good movement of the ball down low. And Moore knew what to do with it. A senior. 1-0 Mansfield. On the draw will be freshman Kendall Moan. The rest are starters for Franklin. Gabby Consigli, a junior. Maeve Grasso, a junior. Julia Flynn, a junior. Morgan Lovell, a sophomore. Liza Kudish, a junior. Whistle stops play. Sophia Sacchetti, a junior. Hannah Blogensteiner, a junior. Callie Joyce, a freshman. Nora McCallum, a senior. Vera Hansen, a sophomore. Maisie Streisman in goal, a junior. And Kendall Moan, the freshman. Hornets trying to add on to a 1-0 goal lead. They take it down low on the invert. That's Moore, who's got the goal with the ball. Draws a double team, comes around with it, and it's tapped away from her on a nice play there by Maeve Grasso. And Grasso forces the turnover. Sent over to Nora McCallum. And the Panthers start out on the right wing. With it there is Callie Joyce, the freshman. Joyce drops it back. Flynn takes a bump. Back out on the right wing for Nora McCallum. And the big senior forward with it upfield for Consigli. And Gabby will hold it back out. Flynn to Vera Hansen, and now work to Liza Kudish. Franklin takes it down below Katie Ryan. Peterson, Sacchetti. And it's tapped away as Flynn couldn't get it on the turf. Still loose, and it's going to be picked up by the Hornets of Lola Varacchione with the nice transition pickup. Now it's stolen the other way. Flynn back for the Panthers, trying to tie the score. Sacchetti. Katie Ryan comes out for Vera Hansen. Vera can't move. Can't penetrate, I should say, for Sacchetti. Flynn takes a bump. Still charges, shoots. And let's see what they're going to call. The shot went in. Was there a foul before the shot? Or will referee Gary Slickman play on and give the goal? Oh, it's a yellow card. Going out on a yellow card is Lola Varacchione. A yellow card for Varacchione. So Franklin on the power play, but the goal went in, but that won't count. So it's 2 minutes in the penalty area for Lola Varacchione, the senior midfielder. Here's a free position for the Panthers. Coming through, shooting and missing is Flynn on a nice save there by the goalkeeper for Mansfield, Lana DeSangro. Now Franklin has it back on the turnover. This is Callie Joyce, and she'll drop it on the right side for Vera Hansen. Oh, they're going to start it off with the inbound play. Hansen will run up with it. Drops it at the top for Ryan. 1-0 Mansfield. Almost past midway point of the first period. Franklin on the power play. Consigli and a whistle stops play. And a free position here for Consigli. 1:04 left on the power play. Consigli out deep on the left wing. Katie Ryan has it at the top. The cut in front, all alone, Ryan, and she buries it. Nice passing, and Katie Ryan scores for Franklin, ties the game on the power play. Katie Ryan, she pumped it home at 4:36, and it's 1-1. Now, unlike in hockey, the penalty stays. The penalty is still enforced, even though a goal was scored by the power play team. That player, Varacchione, still has to be in the penalty area for the full length of the 2 minutes, of which there's 44 seconds remaining. Franklin 1 and Mansfield 1. On the draw, Franklin freshman Kendall Moan. And Moan will do it again. No, they're going to call a violation and give it to Sophie Klang. Here come the Hornets. Player shy as they take it upfield. This is Moore. Franklin with the player advantage for another 23 seconds. This is where Mansfield is looking to kill the clock and get to even strength. Moore down deep on the right side for Klang. She holds it, and the penalty only has 3 seconds remaining. Stella Moore, both teams now at even strength. So Franklin scored once on the power play, and now they steal it on the transition. Morgan Lovell. Lovell, the sophomore, flying up the right wing. Look at her go. Morgan Lovell takes it across the midfield stripe, and she drops it caught there by Consigli. Gabby towards the goal, faking, and she'll ride it out and take it behind the net for the Panthers. 1-1, 3:20 left, first period. Flynn. Kudish. They'll take it down for Consigli to Katie Ryan. Ryan can't go. Flynn can't catch it. It's picked up by Sacchetti for Hansen. Vera. One-on-one. It's going to fake, go through. She can shoot, almost released, but could not. She's still with the ball. And she drops it out top for Flynn. Sacchetti. Baseline. Franklin looking for cutters. Back to Sophia on the invert. Consigli, Gabby holding. And she'll drop it back for Katie Ryan. Sacchetti fakes the handoff and maintains possession on the left side. Comes around a screen. Drops it for Vera Hansen. Vera will take it behind the goal. 3 Panthers there now. Vera drops it for Consigli. Gabby leaves it for Hansen. Back to Consigli. She dropped it. Picked up nicely by Hansen on the loose ball recovery for the Panthers with 1:53 left in the period. Fast-moving first period. Only 2 goals in this one for each team. Katie Ryan around the screen. She passes it in front. What a pass. The shot is just wide by Flynn. Franklin first to the ball. They'll retain possession. Great pass, but Flynn just slightly misfired. Franklin has it with 1:25 to go in the period. Sacchetti spinning through. And it's whipped around for Consigli. Gabby off the left shoulder, pass in front, Ryan, and she buries it on the pass from Consigli. Katie Ryan with 2 goals. That was a beautiful pass by Gabby Consigli, and the Panthers have their first lead of the game. It comes with 1:07 to go in the first period, and on the 2 goals by Ryan, it's Franklin 2 and Mansfield 1. Mansfield scored first on a goal at 4:02. Sorry, 8:02. And then Franklin scored at 4:36 and 1:07. These are approximate times. 2-1, 1:07 to go in the second period. So glad you're with us, fans, on Franklin TV and streaming on YouTube on Franklin Pride TV. Moan with the draw with Verrecchione, who's out of the penalty area now. Her penalty is up. High ball. It's going to be controlled by Juliana Owen. Owen, the first sub. There's an injured Hornet, but she's okay. It's Verrecchione. Fell down. Vera Hansen takes it up. Kudish. They'll drop it behind for Consigli. Now it goes back to Katie Ryan. 2 goals so far. Only 38 seconds to go in the period. Franklin very good at closing out a quarter. They have their play going. Takes it down low, coming around the screen, unable to shoot. Now charging in. Still a pass there. Back for Ryan. In the game now is Izzy Cross. This is Kudish. Time winding down. Kudish to the cut. It's Cross, and she scores. Kudish to Cross, and Franklin leads it 3-1. Izzy Cross just inserted, I believe, a few minutes ago. She scores with 11 seconds. Franklin so good at closing out a period when time is winding down. It seems to give them a little extra adrenaline, and they have often pumped one home in the last 15, 20 seconds or so in any period. So 3 straight goals by the Panthers. They lead it 3-1. Franklin and his coach, Kristen Igo Garino. So happy to sponsor Kids Day here Youth Day here at the Piscini Stadium turf. Beautiful turf. And here's Moan on the draw. And Moan wins it. Kendall Moan, the freshman. Franklin now, time winding down, 4 seconds to go. Can they get something going? No, it's mishandled and the clock will run out to end the first period. A nice period for the Panthers. They bounce back after trailing it 1-0. 3 straight goals, 2 by Kate Ryan and 1 by Izzy Cross. Izzy Cross is on the scoreboard, and she backs up Ryan's 2. Cross, a sophomore, and for Ryan, she is a senior, Katie Ryan. Taking a look at the Franklin upcoming schedule, not many games remaining. On Friday, Franklin will be at Bishop Feion. How about that? That's going to be a great matchup. Franklin at Feion. That's a 5:30 game at Attleboro. Then Franklin will host Longmeadow on Saturday at 10. We'll have that game for you here on Franklin TV. That's a non-league game, as is the Feion game as well. And then Franklin will have one league game remaining, and that'll be at Taunton on May 20th. And then Franklin will close it out at Lincoln Sudbury. That's always a great game. That's May 23rd at 4 o'clock. The Taunton game is at 3:45. And don't forget, Saturday, Franklin will have its last home game of the season against Longmeadow. That's a good matchup. That's a 10 o'clock face-off here at Piscini Stadium. For the Hornets of Mansfield, as we said, 8-5 on the season, 8-2 in the league. They have 3 regular season games after this one. They'll be at Framingham tomorrow, and then on the 20th, they will be at Mansfield. And then on the 21st, they'll be at Mount Hope in Rhode Island. So Mansfield has finished its home season, and they've been on the road a lot, just the way the schedule broke. And so they'll have, I'm sorry, the Attleboro game is at home. That's May 20th. So Franklin away today, away tomorrow, home on the 20th, 3:45 at Attleboro. Then they'll close out the regular season on May 21st at Mount Hope High School in Rhode Island. So there's your rundown. Later on, this game will give you some of the latest MIAA standings, with the power rankings just out, I believe, today. So we'll have those for you a little bit later in the telecast. We'll give you the rankings for girls lacrosse and boys lacrosse and softball, baseball, and boys tennis as well. So that's all coming up. Stay tuned for that. When we have a chance, we'll give you the MIAA power rankings. We're so close to postseason play now. It's hard to believe this spring season has just flown by. But here we are with one more home game for this girls lacrosse team, and that's going to do it. And that will be on, tomorrow. Let's check that. That's not right. It'll be on the 18th here against Longmeadow at 10 a.m. That's a Saturday game. That'll close it out. So we're ready to start the second period. It's Kendall Moan, who's looked pretty good in winning faceoffs. She's getting experience. Coach Garino going with her against Verrecchione. Ball is in the air and is controlled by the Panthers. On the fly is Flynn. Caught the ball in midair and ran up the field with it. Franklin now going from right to left across your screens. Ryan, she was hot that first period with 2 goals. Flynn. Hanson. Drops it, picks it up. Flynn's so good with stick handling. You can tell she also plays ice hockey. This is she with it. Franklin takes it behind the goal now. Back there is Katie Ryan. Hanson. Franklin always looking for those open cutters. Sicchetti with that knee brace on her right knee. And she's going to send it down. And Franklin will not get this one. It's going to be picked up by the Hornets. Chloe Gerdeman is in the game. She's a junior, Gerdeman. In goal for Mansfield is Lana DeSangro, a sophomore. Franklin goalkeeper Maisie Streisman. Streisman, the junior. Ball is loose out of bounds. Franklin will have it the other way. 90 seconds gone here in the second period. Ryan. Flynn. Vera Hansen. Franklin takes it behind the baseline now. Still holding it back there. Now they get it to Ryan. She usually makes things happen near the goal. Katie Ryan, she's also made things happen in the goal with 2 goals. Ryan, the pass in front, and Gabby Consigli just gets it in. From Ryan, it's a goal for Franklin. Gabby Consigli becomes the 3rd Panther to score today, joining Ryan and Cross. Ryan with 2, and Gabby scores at 9:48 of the second period. It's Franklin 4 and Mansfield 1. Beautiful passing by the Panthers, as you saw. And it's 4 straight goals put in there by the Franklin High Panthers. Moan has been excellent in winning these face-offs. And she's against a senior. Moan, the freshman, number 24 for Franklin. In the air, and is this time controlled by Verrecchione. Lola will take it up. Crosses over to the right shoulder with the stick, and she'll drop it for Ella Palanza. Ella back for Klang. They take it behind the goal. Back for Klang. Hornets, they drop it. They pick it up. In front. A cutter there. The catch, but unable to shoot. Now the backhander is wide, and Mansfield will be first to the ball and retain possession with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. 4-1 Panthers. Mansfield trying to score again, and they do on a beautiful goal there by Ella Palanza. Ella Palanza makes it 4-2. Palanza reached high and dropped it home. And that goal comes at 8:46. It's Mansfield's first goal since about that time in the first period. So they go nearly a whole period without scoring. Franklin scored 4 in a row, but now it's 4-2. Mansfield hanging around. Again, it'll be Moan and Verrecchione. Verrecchione won the last one. Moan, I believe, won the previous 2. And here we go again. Allison Smith, the official, has it. It's on the turf, and Moan wins it to Flynn. Flynn's so good on picking up those balls off the turf for Ryan. Franklin trying to get it back to a 3-goal lead. They lead it 4-2. 8:30 to go, second period, all on Franklin TV. Franklin passing it around. This is Consigli. She's got the last Panther goal. Now with it is Izzy Cross. She's got a goal. Cross. Franklin staying with it behind the goal. Now a pass in front, and Katie Ryan scores again. Katie Ryan with the hat trick. Her 3rd goal, it comes early on here in the second period, and the lead is back to a 3-goal lead. Her goal comes at 7:57. Franklin 5 and Mansfield 2. Mansfield has had some big scores, 14-7 over Stoughton's 12-3 over North Attleboro, 16-9 over Oliver Ames, 14-5 over Milford. So they've had some games where they've scored a lot. Of course, Franklin has also. And here's the matchup again, Verrecchione and Moan. 7:57 to go, second period. Gary Slickman, the official here, backs away and blows his whistle. Picked off by the Panthers. Flynn. Julia for Ryan with the hat trick and counting for Franklin. Izzy Cross now. Little short pass. Out for the charging Flynn, and she'll whip it back on the left side. Cross goes back over to Gabby Consigli. Ryan now with it, looking for her fourth goal of the afternoon. 69 degrees at game time here in Franklin. Flynn holding it for Verrecchione. Drops off, pass in front, the cat, no, it's bobbled, now caught by Sacchetti. Great play for Flynn, she dances through. Flynn draws a double team and she'll back it out for Hanson. Franklin's so talented on picking up those loose balls. Sacchetti, she was marvelous controlling that ball as it fluttered about. Gabby Consigli to Vera Hanson will start again, more than midway through the second period. 6:30 to go in the second. Hanson for Flynn. Julia charges, feeds in front. Ryan behind the back shot in the save by DeSangro. A behind the back shot there, but it was a save by DeSangro. A beautiful looking play. What a play, but DeSangro comes up big. 6 minutes to go, second period, 5-2. Franklin on top. Mansfield with the ball towards midfield. With it there is Lana DeSangro. Now let's check it. That's not DeSangro. Kira Fitzpatrick. There's two 11s on the field, but the goalkeeper has her 11 covered, so she's all set. That's DeSangro. The other 11 is Kira Fitzpatrick. Mansfield on the attack now. 5:26 to go. One goal apiece this period. Charging through. Oh, I thought she had a lane, but she didn't take it. And that would be Ella Palanza. She's got a goal here today. Franklin digging in front of Maisie Streisman in goal. Pass behind. Hornets looking for their best option in their structured play. They take it behind. Still holding it there now on the right wing. It's dropped, still fumbled for it, and a whistle and a violation as fighting for the ball to recover it was Tessa Johnson. It's going to be a free position for Johnson. Tessa Johnson on the free position. She's out quite a way. She cannot attack. There's the shot, a little underhanded shot by Verrecchione. It's wide. Interesting shot there by Lola. Hornets first to the ball will retain possession. 4:05 to go. The ball is loose and Franklin has it. Once again, it's the Panthers on the steal. With it for Franklin is Maeve Grasso. And ball out of bounds. We'll wait for the call here. It's going to be Mansfield with the ball. And that pass is loose and is still on the turf. Still loose there, and coming through with it is Franklin player, and that would be Callie Joyce. Callie Joyce with it. Franklin with the possession. Time winding down, 3:17 to go in the second period. Joyce, she leaves it for Ryan. Out on the right wing. Franklin 5, Mansfield 2. Izzy Cross back to Ryan. Got the hat trick today. For Julia Flynn. Flynn makes her move. Gets a screen, charges through, she shoots, and she scores. Julia Flynn did it all herself, found the open lane and fired it home. And Franklin leads it now 6-2. Julia Flynn gets the goal, her first of the game. Panthers sixth. 6-2, the goal comes at 2:48. Julia Flynn joins Katie Ryan, who scored 3, and Izzy Cross 1, and Consigli 1. The Franklin 6, 2 goals for Mansfield. Stella Moore and Ella Palanza, 1 in each period. Franklin with 3 in each period. So they lead it 6-2. Moan again with the draw. Official Gary Slickman working with Allison Smith. Ball is in the air. It's going to be controlled by Flynn. She is just so good on picking up those loose balls. And she takes it to the offensive zone. Coming up on 2.5 to go in the second period. Hanson. Over to Juliana Owen. Now to Izzy Cross. Izzy drops it. Coming around is Ryan. She shoots and gets her 4th goal of the game. Katie Ryan gets goal number 4 for her. And it's 7-2. Ryan has exploded here with 4 goals. This one comes just 29 seconds after the last Franklin goal by Flynn. This one, Katie Ryan makes it 7-2. This is Franklin's largest lead. They led 4-1, then 4-2, 5-2, 6-2, 7-2. 2:19 to go, second period. Kendall Moan with the draw with Lola Verrecchione. Moan the freshman, Verrecchione the senior. In the air, Verrecchione, nice leap by Verrecchione. Beautiful play by Lola, and she takes it down. That was a wonderful play by Verrecchione. Great leap for it. Some of the athleticism of these two teams and their players is just outstanding. Can't help but admire it on both sides. With it is Palanza. Now it's taken deep. Under 2 to go, second period. With it there for Franklin is Zophie Klang, the freshman. Now out for Palanza. Ball is loose, and it's going to be a violation on Franklin, I believe, and a free position. A free position for Kira Fitzpatrick, the senior. The shot there and the goal. And the goal was a pass, and then the goal was recorded by, it was Kira Fitzpatrick. So that stopped some of the Franklin momentum. It's now 7-3. Kira Fitzpatrick scores on the free position. And her goal comes at 1:17 here in the second period. It's 7-3 Panthers. 2 goals this period for Mansfield, 4 this period for the Panthers. Final 1:17 to go in period number 2. Allison Smith has the ball in the pockets of Verrecchione and Moan, and now a false start will do it again. I think the referee said, no, they're going to give the ball to Moan, a violation against Verrecchione. Moan gets it upfield for Izzy Cross. Now Ryan. Franklin's had a knack of scoring after a Hornet goal. See what they can do as we approach 1 minute. Now we're under a minute. Consigli drops it for Sacchetti. Sophia dancing around with it. Makes her move towards goal. Shoots. It's blocked. And Sacchetti chases it down behind the goal. Comes back again. Cannot shoot. Gets it over on behind to Cross. Back out to Liza Kudish. Kudish charging through. Shot is wide. And Franklin, can they get to it? Yes. Sacchetti with 17 seconds to go. Too strong and picked off in there. And here comes the Hornets. With it here on the right out is Sophie Klang. 5 seconds to go. Ball to midfield. Franklin picks up the loose ball and the horn sounds as it was picked up in there by Hannah Blogesteiner. And that will wrap up the first half of play. So Franklin leads it 7-3 at halftime. Franklin led 3-1 after one. Then he jumped out 4-1 early on in the second period. And then it was 3-2 at that point, and Franklin leads it at halftime, 7-3. We're going to take a 5-minute break and come back for the start of the second half. You're watching exciting Franklin Girls Lacrosse on Franklin TV. We'll be back in a few minutes. Welcome back to Piscini Stadium on the Franklin campus. This is Pete Royce with Meredith Robertson. We're at halftime, festivities winding down on Youth Day here in Franklin. The third and fourth, I believe, fifth graders were on the field. They're still out there now, as you can see, playing a little bit of lacrosse. They formed a tunnel for the players before the game, and it helped the introductions with a little bit of pageantry. It's 7-3 Franklin at halftime. And while we have a minute, we're going to give you the latest power rankings. We promised them to you in the first half, and here they are. In boys lacrosse, Franklin is ranked 9th in the state with a record of 11-2. On the girls' side, the Panthers here are ranked 17th in the state with a record of 9-7. The Hornets of Mansfield, Franklin plays in Division 1, Mansfield plays in Division 2, and in that division, Mansfield is ranked number 22 with their 8-5 mark. For baseball, number 20 in the state are the Panthers with a record of 9-6. Softball, number 31, 5-10. Boys tennis, number 29, 5-7. And how about this? Girls tennis, number 17 in the state. They are 11-0, undefeated so far for the Franklin High girls tennis team. We'll keep an eye on them as postseason play approaches. Franklin led it after 3-1, and here at halftime, 7-3. We start the third period. 3 periods. This will be the third period. 12 minutes up on the clock. The referee, Gary Slickman, has it teed up for Lola Verrecchione and Kendall Moan. Here's the whistle. Ball in the air is controlled by nobody. A violation. And they're going to give the ball to Mansfield. This is Palanza, Ella. Just the start of the second half, and Ella has to retreat. She's triple teamed and drops it way back. Dropping it for a moment was Paige Caro, the junior. Mansfield having trouble getting over the midfield stripe. And now they take it over. This is Palanza. Back a little bit. Still controlling it out there is Maeve Anastasia, and her ball is errant, and Franklin will win the turnover. Mansfield with trouble getting their offense started in that sequence. And the Panthers now with their home white going from left to right across your screens here in the third period. DeSangro in goal, the sophomore for Mansfield. Streisman, the junior, in goal for Franklin. Kudish. Ryan, what a first half she had. 4 goals. Here's Flynn. Julia shoots. It's just wide. It's loose. The fight for it. And now it's picked up by Consigli off the turf. Gabby for Flynn. Julia with a goal here today. This is Ryan. She's been the story of the game with 4 goals for Franklin. 4 of their 7. Panthers take it behind the goal. Out for Sophia Sacchetti. Sophia for Vera Hansen now. Vera puts a fake on, charges, she shoots, and she scores. Vera Hansen off the left side. Makes it 8-3 Panthers. 8-3 Franklin. Vera Hansen joins the scoring parade, and she scores at 10:03. So 1:57 in, makes it 8-3 Franklin. They at one point led 7-2 and 7-3, now 8-3. So that ties for the largest lead of the game so far for the Panthers. Remember, Franklin trailed 1-0 early on. Here's the ensuing face-off here. Early on in the third period. Fans got some umbrellas up, so it might be starting to drizzle here a little bit at Piscini Stadium. We're in the press box. We're protected from the elements as Flynn is fouled, and she'll get the free position way out deep, and she'll just take it and move. And her ball is deflected. Nice defensive play there by a Hornet. Hornet goes down. Franklin plays on. That was Verrecchione. Might have been looking for a call. She went down. Franklin, trouble controlling. It's on the turf. And Franklin gets to it. with Katie Ryan. Katie loops one on the skip pass for Kudish. For Gabby Consigli, so strong in that back line for Consigli. In front of the, behind the net is what I mean. This is Gabby. 9:05 to go third. Franklin leads it 8-3. Hanson for Sophia Sacchetti. Liza. Izzy Cross in on the action. Back to Consigli. Long possession brewing here for the Panthers. Making a move is Consigli, and she'll take it out to the top for Flynn. She ducks in, and she does not shoot. And she'll reset the offense for Franklin. Over to Sophia Sacchetti. Now Katie Ryan, 4 goals so far. Can she get a 5th? For Flynn, she shoots and she scores. Julia Flynn gives the Panthers their first 6-goal lead of the game. And her score comes at 8:11, just almost 2 minutes after the last goal by Hanson. So Flynn now with 2 goals. Ryan with 4. And other goals by Gabby Consigli with 1, Izzy Cross with 1. So it's 9-3. Flynn now with 2 goals. And the ball is controlled by the Hornets. Franklin distributing the wealth pretty well with 5 different players scoring so far. Ball on the turf. Flynn digging for it. Can't get it. Varrecchione saves it for the Hornets. Coming up to 7:40 to go, third period. Ball on the turf, Varrecchione. She's been busy here today, takes the draw. Very active player for the Hornets. The senior, Lola Varrecchione. Just holding it. Might be needing to catch her breath a little bit. And she drops it over to Stella Moore. Stella got the first goal of the game. Palanza, she's got a goal. Back out to Stella Moore. Varrecchione. A little bit of a lull in the action. Lola just checking the defense. Flynn picks her up. Good defense by Flynn. She drops back a bit. Varrecchione still holding. Long possession by Varrecchione. Still holding with it. It's one of the longest possessions we've seen all season by one player. And finally, Varrecchione drops it for Palanza. Down low. It's picked off on the dead run. Picked off in there by the Panthers. Coming up field with it is Nora McCallum. She'll drop it for Sacchetti. 6:20 to go. Third period. 9-3 Panthers. Sacchetti will take it behind. Leave it back there. Now it's whipped around the left side for Izzy Cross. Gabby Consigli has it now behind the net. Vera Hansen, she has a goal today. Gabby for Katie Ryan. Ryan with 4 goals. Consigli around the screen, cannot shoot. Now she does shoot, and she scores. Gabby Consigli by herself makes it 10-3. Gabby Consigli scores at 5:36. It's the largest lead for the Panthers. So that's 10 goals now. 4 by Ryan, 2 by Flynn, 1 by Cross, 2 by Consigli. including the last one and one by Vera Hansen. 10-3. Franklin by far its largest lead of the game. The Panthers, remember, they came into the Hawk action 9-0, but Mansfield is 8-2 in the Hawk. Here's Moan. Verrecchione tries to control it. No, coming out with it is Sacchetti. Sophia in the corner for Gabby Consigli. 2 goals for Gab. Consigli, a junior. Around it goes. Far side with it there. Logensteiner had it. In front, the shot, the save by DeSangro. A beautiful save by DeSangro. And we play on the far side, and the Hornets have it, almost picked off, and it is picked off by Nora McCallum. McCallum drops it back, comes upfield, head down, driving through was Izzy Cross. Liza Kudish now with the ball for the Panthers. Under 4:30 to go in the third. Franklin rolling here. Sophia Sacchetti. Juliana Owen is in the game, number 1. Sacchetti. They'll take it behind. Liza Kudish in front.